What's up, guys? I'm back at y'all with another one. Now, things that you must avoid while you are on semen retention. Let's get to it. Friends that's no good for you. Horrible friends. You gotta avoid them. You're gonna have to make sacrifices when you want semen retention. You're gonna have to avoid these horrible friends. Especially if you know that they're just not good for you. They're not on the same path as you. They actually make fun of when you talk about semen retention, and they try to discourage you to not stay on semen retention. You got to get them out your life, bro. Like, I'm serious. Because they don't understand you trying to take yourself to a higher degree. You trying to reach your higher self. You want to be that virile man amongst men. And horrible friends that's against what you are doing, that doesn't want to live according to how you living, you got to get rid of them. Friends that's trying to make you relapse. Friends that's always talking about relationships and, I smashed that one, I hit that one. You're going to have to get rid of them. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get unfocused. And you're not going to, find yourself on a semen retention journey so you can find your purpose, so you can, progress and become successful at it. You're not going to be able to do what you really trying to accomplish. You ain't going to do what you really need to do. If you got horrible friends in your ear telling you that, bruh, that's lame, that's dumb, semen retention, like, you ain't getting on, like, people, friends like that. Friends that's like, you ain't smashing, you soft. Man, come on, man. Man, that semen retention junk, that junk don't help you, that junk don't do nothing for you. Those type of friends, bro, you're gonna have to get rid of them, bro. You're gonna have to walk this journey alone. Most likely. The next thing that you must avoid on semen retention, when it comes down to female attraction, only take it so far with females. What I mean is, get them to do things for you. Don't do things for them. Get them to do things for you. Get them to do things for you that's going to help better your life. You can still communicate and stuff with them. I'm not saying that just because you're on semen retention. You're going to still be dealing with females when you're on semen retention. But I'm saying deal with them to a certain extent. Like, you might have to just, some of y'all, you're going to have to just cut them off. Like, just cut them off completely. If they really, like, messing up your focus, like, when it comes down to your purpose or they interfering, you're going to just have to cut them off completely. I know you still going to be, like, interacting with them when you moving and stuff like that, going places and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, only take it so far. Exercise your communication with them, stuff like that. But don't take it too far, bro. That's all I'm saying. You're going to have to avoid, a lot of you dudes going to have to avoid texting females. You have to avoid it because it's distracting you. Calling females. Going on dates. You're going to have to avoid that because you're trying to find yourself so you can find your purpose. You're going to have to avoid them. I know a lot of you dudes are afraid to be alone and think for yourself and think. This is the problem. This is why a lot of y'all dudes can't find y'all purpose. You might have to just avoid females, like I said, completely. Because they are a big distraction. And they are energy drainers. And they will waste your time as a man. They will. Next thing you have to avoid on semen retention. Going online and watching these videos of men and women having intercourse. You got to avoid that, bro. You just have to avoid it. You go on Twitter, you go down your timeline. I know you're gonna see something because it's always something, like that on Twitter on your timeline. You're going to just have to just keep strolling or block the website. It depends on how strong your mind is. But you're going to have to avoid that. Because it's going to get you to, relapse. Either you're going to call the chick up if you keep watching it. Or you're going to be in the bathroom with the lotion. All right? So you're going to have to avoid, these sites, men and women having intercourse. The next thing, you're going to have to avoid being around a lot of people. Yeah. Because I noticed this is what helped me. And it's probably helped a lot of, maybe somebody else experienced this except me, but I don't know how I experienced this. When I start being in the house more by myself, cause I got my own room, so I'm just by myself, avoiding people, it caused me to think a lot. And that's how I got on my purpose. So me avoiding people is how I got on my purpose. If that's what it's gonna take for you to better yourself and stay on semen retention and retain and get better as a man, then stop going out as much. Spend more time by yourself. Avoid people. You might lose, however long it take you to get yourself on the right path in the right direction. You might lose a little bit of communication skills. But as soon as you step back out there, you know what I'm saying? When you successful and you on your purpose and on your journey, and you have a strong mentality enough, to what to avoid when you out there dealing with people and stuff like that, your communication, it'll get right back, That ain't gonna be nothing, you know what I'm saying? The next thing you want to have to avoid on this semen retention is fear of what other people think about you. Yeah. Fear of what other people think about you. People saying stuff, about you. You gotta just avoid it and just keep going. Whatever you want to do with yourself, whatever you want to do, you just do it, bro. Don't let nobody try to tell you what you can't do. A lot of times it's because they can't do it. So they gonna try to say you can't do it. Just to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you're going to have to avoid on this semen retention journey is too much social media. Too much social media. Social media is a distraction, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. Social media is a distraction. So if you're not to a certain extent, if you're not trying to look on social media for knowledge, or to help yourself, figure out what you need for this business or what you need to better your life, then, bro, it's a distraction. Everything else is a distraction. Instagram, distraction. I know you following a lot of bad chicks on there. You probably following celebrities too. They be catching your eye. I know, on your timeline. You be seeing Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, all them, Kylie Jenner, Kim K, K Michelle, all them, they be catching, Megan Thee Stallion, they be catching your eye. Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, yeah, you're going to have to avoid that. Avoid that Instagram, man. A lot of you dudes get caught up in the DMs. Y'all get caught up, man. Y'all get caught up in these chicks' DMs. And you think they for you. You think they really want to be with you. And they just be wasting your time. The next thing you're going to have to avoid and try your best to avoid on this semen retention journey is doubting yourself. Don't even think about that. Don't even think about doubt, bruh. Like, I know it can be hard, but like, don't think about doubt, man. When you find something that truly makes you happy, if you gotta put it out there, then just put it out there, bro. Don't be scared, bro. Don't be scared to put it out there. Show your talent. A lot of y'all just have so much doubt and so much fear in you. You gotta stop caring. You gotta be you. And the next thing, the last thing that you gotta avoid is relapsing. Relapsing, yeah. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna talk about that. You gotta avoid relapsing, bro. I know for some of y'all guys, it's still a struggle, but it's all mental. It's all up here. It's all up here, bro. When it comes down to relapsing. Like I said, your body hear everything your mind tell it. So you gotta avoid relapsing. You could do it. You could do it, man. Trust me, you're gonna become a much better man. And you're gonna feel much better inside when you don't relapse. I feel good inside. Like, I should have been doing semen retention, bro. Like, when I was in high school. I should have been doing this the whole time through high school. But I ain't know. I was lacking the knowledge. So I was relapsing a lot. So, hey, you guys gotta avoid relapsing, man. This is the main thing on semen retention. This is the most important thing on semen retention. Everything will increase. Everything will get much, much better. Your mind will become much more clear. You will be boosted up. You will be uplifted. The more you